can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Texans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 41-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
3rd down and 13.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on. Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Will Anderson
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3rd and 19.
He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pierce now up the middle.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Stroud to throw it.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
C.J. Stroud.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Betts, give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rashad White.
60 yards.
And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
He's got a man, complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Texans.
Anthony Schwartz.
His first touchdown of the new season as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 2nd down, Betts. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Incomplete.
The pass intended for number 83. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw.
A quick pass here to Godwin.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's look like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Fielded at the 20.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we get...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 56 yards.
And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Buccaneers 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Will Anderson.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
This is fielded at the 27.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans will take over.
And now out comes Houston. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans just continue to roll. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now back to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, Betts. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Come on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Texans.
Anthony Schwartz
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4.
A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now. 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Ready.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down now, Betts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On first down, Betts. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 41-yard line.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Back to throw now on first down.
Finding Otten once more.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 33, here's second down and 1.
At the 33-yard line.
Reload. Check. Panther.
Read option. This is White.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Escapes the defender. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That one 28 yards on the ground. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bucs are able to at least get one score back. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Okay, break. Hurt.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Here's Stroud.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
To the 27-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Texans. A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And inches at the 35-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Betts. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Betts. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence.
Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
The tackle made at his 48-yard line.
Second and 13. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. The solid stiff arm. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Slot man moves right. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Jamin Davis on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26.
18 Rattler.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards.
And the Texans are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time?
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They'll drop to throw.
Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. First and 10 at the
Back to throw again.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Buccaneers 14. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest, but now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Stroud to throw it.
And Chark holds it in. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go now. Ready?
3rd and goal, Stroud.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
Forced out to his left. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but Not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments. It got his man complete. There he goes again. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.